High Definition, brought to you by Fort Wayne Toyota, Southwest in the 1469 Auto Mall.
A driver is in critical condition, the crash shutting down the road. And later, celebrating pie and why it matters.
Could we really hit 70 degrees this upcoming week? It's definitely a possibility. I'll have a forecast update coming up in just a few minutes.
One person is in critical condition after their car veered off the road and struck a pole. Good evening, I'm Rachel Martin. The crash happened around 4:45 near the intersection of Wallen and Huguenard roads. The road was shut down as first responders worked to rescue the driver. At this time, it's not known if there was anyone else involved in the crash. We'll update the story as more information becomes available. June 22nd, that's when the trial will begin for a man in Gary accused in the deaths of 7 women, one which was a teenager. 43-year-old Darren Van has pleaded not guilty to the murders of 19-year-old Africa Harding and 35-year-old Anith Jones. Though Van has not been charged with the deaths of the 5 other women, he still remains a suspect. His next court hearing is April 17th. A new bill that could allow prosecutors to seek the death penalty for murders committed on any school ground passed the Indiana State Senate. According to the Indy Star, Senate Bill 385 would also allow prosecutors to seek life imprisonment for those offenses. The bill's author, Senator Branch Hirschman, says the 2014 murder of a Purdue student on its campus helped bring the new bill into the foreground. The bill passed the Senate last month. In Fort Wayne, a woman is hit by a car while walking across the street. Police are calling it a hit and run. It happened around 2 this afternoon near the intersection of Leesburg Road and West Main Street on the city's west side. Witnesses claim a green car hit the woman, then sped off. Medics took the woman to the hospital, but her condition is unknown at this time. Well, one man is dead after a car accident last night. It happened around 9:30 near Kelly's Landing on the north side of Fort Wayne. Police say the car left the roadway, drove through the lawn of a nearby business, struck a utility pole, sending it airborne, and crashed into a ditch. The driver was pronounced dead at the scene. Early reports show the driver may have been suffering from a medical condition before crashing. Alcohol and drugs are not believed to be a factor. Well, developers for the residential portion of the Ash Skyline were supposed to be announced earlier this calendar year, but no word has been given as to who that developer is. Hanning and Bean Enterprises were originally slated to be the residential developer, but backed out in September. Fort Wayne Mayor Tom Henry has said that 3 developers are in the mix to take the project and says the selection has been a long road.
We want to make sure due diligence is done as far as the financial applications and design applications. But again, what I don't want to do is present something to the general public, then have to go back and change it again. And that's happened to us a couple of times. It's not going to happen to us this time. We want to make sure, again, a finished product is taken to the general public.
Since Hanning and Bean's departure on the project, Mayor Henry says half a dozen developers want to work on their project. Well, if you're a math whiz and love geometry, then today is a special day for you. 3.14 is the mathematical number for pi. But 2015 is extra special because it's the only time this century the calendar date will read the first 5 digits of pi, which is 31415. Despite all this excitement surrounding the number, a lot remains unknown. And even if math and geometry aren't your things, modern day society owes a lot to pi.
In mathematics, pi has lots of applications. We use it in signal processing, we use it in physics to describe waves and other periodic motion. It comes up in general relativity and electromagnetism.
Kaufman says that mathematicians do make a career out of studying pi, called the number theory, which helps to keep internet codes secure. Well, not everyone chooses to get their car washed regularly during the winter months, but now that it's gotten a bit warmer, people are lining up to get their cars cleaned up. Today at Mike's Car Wash on Jefferson Boulevard, drivers were taking advantage of the nice weather and brushing off the winter scum on their cars. Some drivers say this is the first time they've gotten their car washed this year, while others pay a monthly fee for unlimited washes.
Time of year with all the snow finally going away. Good to get that, get the salt off your car, get it out from underneath, just get the ride cleaned up for the spring. So just a good day for it.
While there was no tally for the total of number of cars washed this afternoon, cars were backed up to the street waiting and ready to get washed.
You know, I don't think I had my car washed since maybe October.
I know I haven't had my car washed in a while.
Yeah.
And today was not only a good day to get your car washed, but to do a whole lot of other things.
Absolutely. A beautiful day. Temperatures into the 50s. It's going to cool tonight. Low of 27, but it's seasonably cool. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny, but then look at Monday's forecast. Could we get to 67? I'll have some more good news coming up in your full forecast in just a few minutes.
Coming up next.
The Fort Wayne Zoo is gearing up for its 50th season. Stick around, that's coming up next.